Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosensia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition rate. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even 11 endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and Emmett. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com and over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music, Podbean, Pandora, and more as well. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show top podcast, t-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags. Makes great gifts 24/7, 365 year round. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also t-shirts, pop sockets, also hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia. Check it out today. Also, support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM as well as PayPal and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you give generously today. We're here with a terrific lady who's an author and also a poet of 20 years from Cleveland, Ohio. And she's a 37-year-old single mom of a beautiful daughter and a first-time grandmother to her granddaughter. So she'll talk more about that. And she became a first-time published book author back in January 31st of 2021, a great way to start the year. And also became a first-time publisher, and it's on a book of poetry that she wrote in 2020, which is Words of Grief and Coping at 14. We'll talk about that. And she's been selected in the 2021 edition of the Stratmore's Who's Who Book of Professionals. And also, we'll talk about her great works and live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Cleveland, the amazing author of Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven, ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented and award-winning author, Tina Lowe. Tina, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having us here. And you're an author and poet of 20 years from Cleveland, and you're a 37-year-old single mom of a beautiful daughter and first-time grandmother to her granddaughter. You became a first-time published book author back in January 31st of 2021. You selected in the 2021 edition of Stratmore's Who's Who Book of Professionals and became a first-time author with your work, Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven, which is Words of Grief and Coping at 14. We'll talk about that. And before we get into all that, your amazing book, which is, by the way, on Amazon, tell us how you first got started, Tina.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Tell us how you first got started.
I was about 15 years old. I started writing because I lost my uncle. I was taking care of him before he passed. I didn't know how to handle it, so I had to write it down. So my first poem was of grief, of loss. And just from that point on, it soothed my soul to a point where I felt it comforted me enough to keep on doing it. And here I am today.
That is amazing. And what was that one precise moment that simply influenced you to get into writing overall?
I felt the whole thing of the strengthening of my well-being, my mental well-being, basically kept encouraging me to keep writing. And then when I would read the writing out to people and like they're like, that's good, keep writing, keep doing what you're doing. Then I started to draw. So now I draw my own artwork too. So I don't, just do the writing. I actually do the drawing, coloring, all the illustrations in that book. So it's basically all from my heart, poured onto a piece of paper without the judgment, the criticism, and I just deal with it internally within myself instead of relying on somebody else to help me.
Mm-hmm. And then when you wrote, and before writing the book, Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven, what are some of your other writings you've done as well, too, and how did you first get started writing?
Well, the original first time I started into writing was about 15. I went to college. I got I'm an associate degree. I graduated from college back in 2016, but I was hit by a car and which gave me traumatic brain injury. So which I don't work no more currently because of the fact of my head. So basically, if I knew I couldn't do my writing physically or do my job physically, I used my mind, and my creativeness to put the effort and hard dedication to get where I'm at. And I didn't even see this even coming. It was definitely a blessing in disguise.
Mm-hmm. And who are some of your favorite writers growing up?
Emily Dickinson. I like John Poe. Anne Frank. I love the Diary of Anne Frank. I love real life storybooks. There's this book from basically like Anne Frank, but it's called Night, and that's based on another Jewish gentleman that wrote the book, and it was so basically I'm like, maybe if somebody else can do it, I can tell my story. So I would jot down in a notebook, and I started writing down about my life. My name is this. She's 37 or whatever. I was 31 years old when I did it, and it's I had to go into my mom, my dad, my daughter. And so by the time my daughter was probably only I think 12 or 13 at the time. She's got her 18th birthday coming up, so which I'm pretty ecstatic. Oh. So, yeah. And,
very nice. And how about some of your favorite books? What were your favorite books growing up?
I like I used to read all the time. I was a bookworm. My favorite of all time, what is it called? It's I have short-term memory loss, so I do apologize.
It's okay.
So I like all Charles Dickinson books. I like all the Emily Dickinsons. I like the John Poe, the whole book series of all his short stories. I like the Night's my one favorite, and Diary of Anne Frank is top favorite of my books that I can read.
That's really interesting. You also got your own book as well, too. We'll talk about Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven, in just 1 minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Girls Missing by Mia Molson-Zia. Available on Amazon. Also, check out The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, over 30 podcast platforms. And don't forget to check out the Mike Wagner Show merchandise at themikewagnershow.com. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, and more. And for great gift ideas, go to amazon.com/me and with Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also cool merchandise as well. Amazon.com/me and And take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And don't forget to support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM and PayPal and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with author and poet 20 years from Cleveland, Tina Lowe, here on the Mike Wagner Show, and talked about how she got started in writing and taking our experiences and writing a book, Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven. It's available on Amazon and more. And, once again, tell us more about the book, Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven. And first of all, how'd you come up with the title?
My mom loved the number 7. My mom is deceased, which she was basically my rock in life, my best friend, my confidant. And blessing, it was a blessing that came in disguise. So 7th blessing, and she's in heaven.
Okay. All right. That makes perfect sense. And also you first started, you're taking care of your uncle at 15. You don't know how to handle and maybe describe your first story as well in detail, and maybe just a bit more in the book as well, like, more of your life experiences and maybe something that's interesting, or maybe just something that's a little humorous. You can just tell us more about the first story that you wrote in the book, and then maybe just a couple of others.
Well, the 7th blessing, I'm Going to Heaven, 2020 was a pretty rough year for me. I was going through a very bad heartbreak. So the love chapter is going to be a lot of making myself fall out of love. So it'd probably be a lot of things on how women or men feel like when somebody breaks their heart and they got to force themselves to not love that person anymore. And that's how I did. I wrote. I turned text messages into poetry.
Oh, really?
Yes. And my words, I tell people like, wow, that hits hard. Like, and because the one that I wrote about in that book, it's all about one person in that love chapter. And he goes, wow, you can really kill somebody with words. Like, I guess that's my strength. But then there's also like other poems in there. My mom's birthday came around. That was the first year after she was deceased, which was her birthday. Birthday wishes up to heaven. That's to my mom. So it basically, all of it is just the harsh year after my mom died. And I didn't know how to cope with it very well.
Mm-hmm. And then how about another chapter too? It's like maybe something about your daughter or your granddaughter, or maybe something from childhood or anything like that. Maybe just share a few more from your book as well.
Well, actually, I have 7 books in poetry. I got 2 already done and already ready to be published. The second book is all to my daughter, pretty much. So that the family one is all poems that I wrote to my daughter back in 03, 04. So I have over 150 poems that I've written, and they're all like separated in the years of when I wrote them. And I got all the names to the books. And the second and third books are already illustrated and typed up and ready to be sent to the manuscript and to get published.
Okay.
On it.
And when can we expect those other books to come out?
I'm hoping this year. I plan on at least getting those two poetry books out. Plus, I got this whole binder here, which is all my poetry right here. This is all the poetry I wrote and all my own artwork that I've done.
Oh, wow. I like that. That's amazing. I love the artwork you got. Wow.
Let me show you better. So, it's not going to work right. So, maybe if I did it this way. So that's emotions. That's in my second book that I'm about to publish. I got the good. I got the middle where you're confused, lost, and then the mad side, which is the bottom with the flames.
Mm-hmm.
Anger, frustration, and madness. So that's all my own artwork. That's how I describe my own emotions. And do everything that I do from the heart. I can write with tears in my eyes and a rough draft, and I keep all my old rough drafts and just rewrite it.
Okay. And what else do you base your experiences on when it comes to your writings?
My childhood, to my past loves, because there's other exes in here that I wrote poetry to my mom, a lot to my mother. There's one to my dad, which is not a very good one. I've got to my sister and my brother. Basically, just overall life experiences. I got life poems about how walking through the woods alone, like my life being an ocean with the waves, how I take them, or a storm. So I'm also I'm in between 3 novels too. So I'm writing 3 novels right now. Oh. I got The Path Through the Woman, through a Woman's Journey in this thing called Life, Katerina and the Storms from Within Herself, and The Dwelling Darkness. Those are all ones that I was talking to me on, which is going to be turned into like films, because all based on my life. And it's going to be a series. They're all going to intertwine.
That's rather fascinating. And then when you talked about, poems directed to your exes, made me think of Fleetwood Mac, that most of Stevie Nicks' writings were directed towards her ex-lover, Lindsey Buckingham, and the way to torture him is make him play the song. So maybe you just get some inspiration from Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, and I was actually watching the Motley Crue movie that they made on their life, Stevie Nicks.
Really?
Nikki Sticks. Yeah, I was actually just watching that just yesterday.
Oh, my goodness. How do you like that? Maybe Steve would get a hold of you and see if he can send some songs over. She doesn't have to do the work. So,
yeah, I mean, I also have other plans. I got a YouTube channel. So what I want to do is I can sing too. So I want to actually turn some of my poetry into music. And I also got a TikTok, which I have my own company name. Fly High 21.
Fly High 21. That's interesting.
Yes. I already have my online business. So if you look up online, look up Google, you'll find my online business where it's a novelty gift shop. So how I do my own drawings, I want to make picture frames, Mother's Day gifts, Father's Day gifts, Valentine's Day, calendars. I do my own artwork and do it myself.
That is very fascinating. And also, you've been selected in the 2021 edition of Strathmore's Who's Who Book of Professionals, and you also won quite a few awards. And tell us about that.
Well, I actually got nominated not once but twice for the career of writing, and also I got nominated twice for caregiving because I was taking care of my brother. He was shot the same year my mom passed, so I was taking care of my brother, and I was his caregiver. So somebody nominated me twice for caregiving.
Okay.
So when they called me for that opportunity, I went for it. I got the plaque on my wall. It's actually a nice, big, thick plaque. I should have sent you the picture of it. And it basically, they called me about.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing, and we'll talk about what your upcoming plans for as well too, and where can we find the book, and we'll get to that in just 1 minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international will-ring author Mia Molson Zia Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with author Tina Lowe of Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven, after this time out.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing. Available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to the Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with author Tina Lowe of Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven here on the Mike Wagner Show. And, just an amazing story to hear about your book and what inspired you and everything. And I forgot to ask you, where can we find the book, Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven?
It's actually, when I actually went online and I Googled my own name, I've actually found it on like 20 plus websites.
Wow.
It's actually being sold in Japan, Australia, Denmark, and Sweden.
Okay.
It's actually also being taught educational purposes in K through 12 colleges and universities. That book, Seventh Blessing. You can find it on exlibris.com. That's where that's the publishing company. But you can find it on Amazon, eBay. Like there's Australia websites, Japan web. I found it like everywhere. All you did, like when I just type in my name and my Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven, it pops right up.
Wow, you're worldwide already. How you like that? That's so amazing.
It's like I need it. The blessings, it was a long time to come, but you know what? I'm grateful for it.
And I'm sure your mom is smiling right now. Good job, you're worldwide. So that is amazing. We hear author Tina Lowe of Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven here on the Mike Wagner Show. Tina, what else can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond?
I plan on keep on going up. I plan on at least getting 5 or 6 books published this year. I plan on at least, seeing myself a little bit more out there. I don't, want to go. I'll go out in the public, but kind of I have a society disorder, so I don't go out in the public as much. So it's kind of like I stay more to myself in a sense, I guess. So I want to be recognized for, like, I want to kind of encourage people with my words, because it's, the poetry is going to be forms of physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse. It's going to be relationship, abuse, family, things that I went through just all throughout my whole entire lifetime. And then also I'm physically sick. So I tell about myself in life, how I sit there and tell myself, you can do this, be grateful for another day. Like I wrote a poem, A New Day Dawns. Every day that I get that new day to see the sunrise is definitely a blessing for me.
Mm-hmm. And definitely as well, too. And who do you consider your biggest influence in your career?
My mother and my daughter, and now my granddaughter.
Oh, that's so amazing. They're smiling. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
The only thing I can tell people is, like, look, if, you can't, my biggest thing is talking to people, because they look at you and you can tell that they're judging you. If you know that you can't talk to somebody and you feel that they're judging you, take a piece of paper. A blank piece of paper is not going to judge you and criticize you. It's going to listen and not talk back and say, this is how you should feel. Just to stay mentally encouraged and wear your heart on your sleeve, but also stay guarded as well and aware of your surroundings and people in it.
Mm-hmm. And that's very good advice as well, too. Once again, author Tina Lowe of Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven here on the Mike Wagner Show. Tina, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon.
You.
Just make sure you keep us up to date, keep in touch, and looking forward to have you on. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, where can people purchase or check out your book?
They basically go to, I think it's XLIBRSRIS.com. And then all you gotta do is search up my name, Tina M. Lowe, and Seventh Blessing, I'm Going to Heaven. Either way, it'll send you right to my website, my link to my book.
We certainly will do so. Once again, Tina, very big thank you for your time. You've been totally amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date, keep in touch, and looking forward to having you on in 2022 and beyond. And we wish you all the best, and you've got a great future ahead of you.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate for your time, taking your time out for me.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.